If you love making money and wanna win,
Just cash.
if you love making money and wanna win,
Just cash.
we just chillin' and we vibing with our friends.
Just cash.
And if anything in doubt, we pass. Rookies all hate us cause we played it just cash. I put my money in a strong position. They try to tell me I can't win, it's just a stupid superstition. Cause when I focus, you will notice that I'm winning. We demolish every bookie, there ain't no competition. Now listen, I would never give you shitty picks and do you wrong. Come and join the Discord, tell these bets and hit the bone. Cooking up a parlay super unders and a song. We be really winning, this ain't just to make another song. So if you love making money and wanna win,
Just cash.
we coming in and we taking all the money.
Just cash.
They can't do nothing to stop us.
Just cash.
Hey, fuck these bookies, man.
Just cash.
They wanna limit me cause I win. Label me the enemy cause all I do is win. Just give us a try, this is where it all begins. I'm not gonna lie, all I know how to do is just win. If you love making money and wanna win,
Just
they wanna
cash.
limit me cause I win.
Just cash.
If you love making money and wanna win,
Just cash. Just cash.
Just cash.
love making money and wanna win.
Just cash.
We just chillin' and we vibing with our friends.
Just cash.
And if anything in doubt, we pass. Rookies all hate us cause we played it just cash. Love making money and wanna win.
Just cash.
We just chillin' and we vibing with our friends.
Just cash.
And if anything in doubt, we pass. Rookies all hate us cause we played it just cash.
Hey, hold up. Fuck, I lost too much money on that shit.
Just cash.
We're back.
Yo, welcome back. What's good, everyone? Had a little hiatus from the holiday season, but we are back, getting ready to get into the full swing of things. You already know what time it is. It's just cash. Pew, pew, pew. Yay. Joined, as always, Mr. Underrated. How you doing today, man?
Good. I'm good. Had a good holiday. Got to relax. No CBB. Was straight NFL. Smacking some tackles around. Smacking some bookies around. Now I'm back to get into some CBB and hopefully get some more money. I see we went 3-0 in the last stream we did. So let's keep it going.
Yep. Last Monday was real nice. Honestly, it's just been a really weird schedule for this entire month of December. Obviously last week we had several days without games, and then even on through the weekend, Saturday we literally had nothing to work with, and then Sunday was a little bit kind of hit or miss. But yeah, we're just gonna make do with the best that we got. And today, even though there is a ton of games, we'll go through some of these high projected spreads and just kind of show you guys. Looks like teams are still kind of working their way through the season, getting ready for more of a ramp up here in January. So we will have a lot of stuff moving forward. I promise it's a lot better to, not donate money, not take a bunch of shots on just stuff because you want to bet. And as Underrated mentioned too, biggest part of us lately has been our tackle props. So shout out to the tackle god himself, man. I mean, we had really an insane December. So if you guys were in any part of that or caught some of that action, you are definitely sitting pretty. Make sure you guys, if you haven't already, we're still running our 7-day free trial. So check it out down below in the description. And while you're in that general neighborhood, do us a huge favor, hit that like button. We are, like I said, we're going to be back to full-time streaming now for show, and we're going to make some cash. So appreciate you guys hanging out with us as always. And we're going to go through the slate as best we can today. And also another thing too has been the start times. Like today we had some games that were maybe interesting, but they started, one just started now, and then we had 2 other games kick off earlier. So it is what it is, and we're going to try and find some value in it the best we can. So, yeah, man. The weekend was really nice, though. Again, I can't stress that enough. You guys are in there. The tackle props have been absolutely smacking. So you're up, 130, was it 32, 35 units?
Something crazy. The units aren't exact because of the underdog alts and all that type of stuff, but I mean the win ratio has just been amazing. Like, from the live stuff, if you have books and not just underdog and Prizepicks, if you have books for live, those have been stupid. Too good, too easy. I don't like saying too easy because betting gods get me after I do say that, but it's been fucking easy. Koa Pete just dropped down to 13.5 points as well as we're speaking here. That's pretty low. Not that I want to take him, but I don't know what's up with that guy.
Hey, he's just, the teammates around him finally started stepping it up, and the need for him to take as many shots has just kind of fallen off here. I know Burrios, his teammate, he's been really spectacular lately, just doing a ton of damage in the real scoring department. What is his name? I always forget this guy. Yeah, Braden Berries. This guy, who, even though this game here, I was super high on him, man, he's just been spectacular for this team, just really putting up a lot of numbers now. So, it's kind of sucks for Pete. He's getting the short end of the stick here between the two Bradleys here, or Bradley and Burries, but they just haven't needed him, that much. And to be fair, he's also played in a lot of tough matchups too. The Alabama game was really, really surprising. That was the one that I had really, really high hopes for him. So it is what it is, but he is at quite a discount now. He was at 14.5, 10 minutes ago, whenever we were talking about it. So interesting, very interesting.
Very, 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 very interesting. Look at Southern. We had Southern under 74.5 alt team total, and they ended with 55. There we fucking go. There we go.
Yes, sir. Yeah, and talking about that right now, actually, I know that's something we've been kind of exploring and trying to really hone in on. And I think for this, at least right now, the current stage or the current state of the college basketball stuff, it's really good to think outside the box. I don't think we need to be confined to just player props. And I get it if you are in a state that only allows, something like that. But make sure you guys are checking out as many possible sites as you can. Flip, Bovada, Bet Online. Don't just stick to the run-of-the-mill stuff like Prizepicks, Underdog. Those are great to have it when it's great, but most of the time that's the industry standard. So if you're being a sheep, you're just going to be part of the herd for the most part. So breaking out, doing some of these other things, which you play those on Onyx, and I think they're also available on DraftKings, right?
Yeah, Onyx and DraftKings seem to be very similar. Onyx for the people in the non-legal U.S. sites, in air quotes. Onyx is the way they do it in their little backwards gray area way. I don't know if they're gonna. I know there's a new California law that starts on the 1st, where we're not gonna be able to have the normal fliff style of play anymore, but we're gonna switch it up. I was looking at it yesterday. It looks like we're still gonna be able to use fliff, and maybe they'll even add more options, because they had a lot of options yesterday that they kind of didn't have in the normal fliff. So we'll see, but you have to do it Prizepicks style, where you have to do 2 plays to make it a play. So we'll see how that works, and hopefully Onyx won't do that, or if they do, they'll still allow us to do these team totals, because these have been fun. And if they just go away, I'll be sad, because it was kind of fun getting into them. So we'll see.
Yeah, it's funny you mentioned that too, because I will say there's a big divide in the betting industry as a whole right now, where they're trying to find more loopholes around congressional stuff, and one of them being is, instead of it's not prop betting, it's prediction market. That's what they're calling it now.
Right?
Yeah, which it's literally the exact same thing. If you're on was it Kalshi or Kalashi, whatever that other weird betting site that takes bets on anything, they're trying to be established as a prediction market, not a sports betting market, even though it's all one and the same, but the bylaws on it are a little different. So California's always been kind of one of those weird states where some things that you would think that shouldn't be allowed is allowed, and vice versa. So that'd be cool, man. I mean, honestly, if Flip turned into a prediction market, I mean, that would open the game up even more for options and possibilities. So we'll see come January 1st.
Yeah, I don't think they're going to leave us that much in the cold in California. I know California doesn't like, I don't know if it's a real thing or if they just need that reputation to be we don't do things like that because it's bad for humanity. So we'll see what they do. They might add, somebody's going to figure out how to let us be able to do what we need to do. But like you said, even though there's offshore things that work, and, we always find ways. But like you said at the beginning, man, it's important to just get as many options out there as possible if you want to win money. If you want to do it for fun, that's another story. But if you want to win money for real, you got to have all the options ready. And Kyle Rogers is here. What's up, bro? or Keel Rogers. I'm not sure how to pronounce it, but what is going on, fam? WNBA, hurry back. Happy holidays, fellas. Happy holidays to you, sir. Hope you had a good one. He wants WNBA back. You want some Unrivaled, maybe, to tempt you? I mean, to hold you over?
Yeah, Unrivaled starts up on January 5th, so we're still in limbo as far as if there's even going to be a WNBA season at this point right now. I think a lot of people are kind of not really – people are kind of downplaying how dire the situation is actually getting right now. I mean, they were supposed to meet or finish CBA negotiations, in December or at the beginning of December. It should have been in November, actually. But they do have another deadline. It's the beginning of January. So if they can't get stuff figured out, we're just going to be in this weird threshold of, they should be in training camp and they should already be getting ready for the WNBA season, and players are not. And we're going to see stuff like, Unrivaled pick up more. Project B is a new thing now this year. And the Saudi leagues, they're really trying to pull some players right now. So, that's kind of to be determined. But we'll hope, I really want a WNBA season because that would be a travesty to not have one.
That'd be weird. That would be weird. But yeah, man, I mean, they gotta, I don't know the details, but it sounds like they're acting like Dana White of UFC, so hopefully they'll figure that out and not be dickheads. Q Donkey's here, our CBB homie. Q Donkey, what's up, bro? Hope you had a good holiday. You said you like Steinbach today. Big Steinbach came through for us last time we were on here. What about today? He's a little high though today, huh?
Yeah, they definitely adjusted him up quite a bit after the last 2 games now. We talked about his rebounding upside being phenomenal, and he just continues to crush that. But yeah, they had quite a sizable bump on him from last time. I mean, he was 15? Yeah, he was 27.5 PRA, so he went up by
5?
7.
Oh, 7?
Or yeah, 5. Sorry.
Is it 5? Okay.
And then his points also went up by 3 as well. So they've definitely adjusted him. And I think his assist is at 2.5 again, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, 2.5. It's been plus money for a while, but I mean, bro's been pretty productive. Last 2 games he didn't really need to because he was shooting the lights out. But it's definitely on up there, man. I think we're kind of playing with fire here. And at some point or another, we will see Desmond Claude kind of take more of a step forward. I mean, he looked terrible this last game, I'm not going to lie, but the game before bodes really well for him. So he's probably one player to keep an eye out for. And then also the emergence of, I know you brought him up last time, but Zoom Diallo.
Yeah.
He's been playing really well the last 2 games with Yates being out. These are both games that Yates was out. And now Yates is out for the rest of the season, which is really unfortunate. But somebody's got to step it up here, and it kind of looks like it's going to be him. And, Hannes is still doing his thing, but I don't know if I can stomach that high line today personally.
Yeah.
Now, I will say just on the caveat, if you can find his 15 plus as an alt, maybe pair that with something, I can get behind that. But, 18.5, that's kind of getting on up there.
Yeah, it is. That game is interesting, though, in comparison to these other games today. That's one of the ones that could be a game, right? That one's 10-point spread or so, maybe 11?
Yeah, it was 10.5, I think.
10.5. So that's one to look at. You did bring up Zoom, too. I haven't looked at him. What is he looking like? Is he, what's Utah's defense looking like? All that. I haven't really looked at that enough today, since that's one of the late games. I was telling you earlier, I always go through, beginning of Underdog's props, and I just start there and work my way down. So this is one of the last games. I haven't looked at this one too much. Zoom.
Yeah. Looks like it's a really good scoring spot. The rebounds, pretty solid. Assists, not so much. 3 points, pretty decent upside. Let's see. Take a look at the metrics a little bit more here. So they're giving up a little bit more threes. The rebounding, offensive rebounding is pretty terrible too. So that's something where both of these bigs, I think, can thrive in this environment. Free throw rating could be a little bit better. This is not exactly a high foul team, but if they're struggling on the glass, it usually translates to some free throw potential. So I do like that. Both of these guys have been able to get to the line several times in the last few games. So if I had to put some coin down, it would probably be on one of these 2 guys. Claude, man, I need to see some consecutive games out of him. I love him. He was one of our favorite players last year. Him and the Yates, absolute favorite players. They made us a ton of money, but Claude came back from that injury, and I don't know, man, he just hasn't looked quite the same this year. So we'll keep an eye out for that. I mean, him as well, 15.5 points is kind of up there. I would almost rather play his PRA or fantasy if I really had to pick between the two of them, because we know this guy can dish. I mean, he was a phenomenal playmaker for them last year, and it's something that really hasn't translated quite as much so far this year.
Yeah, why?
But
who's getting the assists on this team? Or they're just spreading it out?
Yeah, they're one of those teams that is they'll pass it twice. They'll get that extra pass in there for a better shot, or they just check it down to Steinbach, and he just kind of does his thing. But we will see that, I think, to start pickup for Claude. I mean, he has to be more of a dominant point guard for this team. And Zoom,
you know what? I see what's wrong with Zoom when I'm looking at his games here. He's a foul machine. That's what his problem is. I didn't realize that. He got a bunch of games where he fouled out a few times. He got 4. He fouled out 3 times. Plus he got 2 games with 4 fouls. 3 games with 3 fouls. That's craziness. So that's his problem.
Yeah, I mean, that's definitely, an unfortunate drawback for him, and also a risk of having to play him as well. High risk, high reward kind of guy. But he did struggle with that a little bit last year too. The thing that I love the most about him is he just has a really high usage rating. I mean, at least % every single game, but last 2 games 23-26% with Yates being out.
Yeah,
you can see the field goal attempts as well translate to that.
Yates being out is helping him, huh?
Oh, for sure. But that is risky that you have to kind of take with him, is you might get an 18-minute game in a game that's actually close, or he could go out and play 34 minutes, 36 minutes, and if he plays anything over 30, I think honestly all his props are super live today. But
they want him to, right? With Yates out, they're gonna need him. It's just about the fouls, because you look at the last game, San Diego, they won by 30 points, and so he only played 26. But if Utah keeps it close, which they should, he should play 34 minutes, unless those fouls. They're just fighting those fouls today. I don't hate his props. I don't want to put $1 million on his props, but I don't hate his either. You like him or Claude more?
I mean, if I had to pick between the two of them, probably him. But yeah, probably him, honestly.
And Steinbach, every one of his props are too high, even his rebounds and RA and shit like that. I haven't looked at that. Let's see. I know his points are high and his PRA is up there, but Zoom's up to 15.5 points. Okay, I thought he was 14.5. Ooh, 12.5 boards for Steinbach. Ouch, that's tough, man. They're making us reach. That sucks.
Yeah.
That sucks.
Yeah. So, I mean, it's just one of those, if you want to go with your gut call on this particular type of slate, I wouldn't fault you there either. But do know that either one of these teams, honestly, are live to go out and put a blowout up, because, Utah's been no slouch here either. They've been a really solid team. So, could happen. You never know with the road teams. Sometimes just situation gets weird for them. They just don't come to play. But yeah, between the two of them, Zoom, I think Steinbach, and then Claude kind of sprinkled in the mix there. But
okay, I see we got 4 players for Utah too. They know that's the only decent battle today, I guess, or one of the close games. So they're giving us something to play with there.
Yeah, did they give us okay, we did get the PRA lines and stuff too, because I noticed that was something that the books were kind of holding out on. We got a lot of point props today, but like the fantasy, the PRA and stuff like that was really, really limited. And there's like 20-something games today too, so the fact that the board is this tiny is, kind of telling of what the slate kind of looks like. I mean, just to show you guys at a glance. So this game is a late ad too, because we didn't have props for this last night either. So this one, definitely one of the more close projected ones today. But outside of that, the next real closest was like Alabama at 16.5 points. And everything else, like I said, just a brief glance here. We got Florida, Michigan, 23.5 points. Michigan State, 24.5 points. Purdue, 25.5. Georgia, 30. Rutgers. So, it is literally like this from top to bottom on basically every single potential props that we'll have is they're in a
They-
blowout.
They probably do it. They're like, "Up, kids back from the holidays. Let's give them an easy game to get back into it." That must be the thinking. Just like the beginning of the season, it was just smash time. But the cool thing is about these type of props that I've been liking is, when they give us these props in blowout games, certain players play better in blowouts, and certain players play better in close games. So that's something to look at. Definitely, like old Cade Tyson, our favorite under when he's in a tough matchup, but today he's in a shit matchup, so he's going to easily get his shots off. It's just, do you want to play it over 20.5 prop? I don't know, but we got a few more plays down here if you want to check them out. Tell me how to say what do you think that is? Is it Keel Rogers? Keel, right? Keel. Either way, Keel, let me know if I'm saying that right. He says, I took Collier R.A. Now, Collier's your guy. Kohler?
Yeah.
Collar? I don't even know how to say that either. What is it, Kohler?
Kohler, yeah.
Kohler.
Action Jackson.
There we go. Now, he's been good off and on. Tell me about him. What's he doing today?
Yeah, I mean, unfortunate situation still with the blowout. That's been kind of their only real downfall this year. Is they're beating the teams too much, and these guys don't play their maximum amount of minutes. I mean, most of the games that he does play over 30 minutes are right about, he is coming close to his props, but he's been a bit back and forth with his stuff. The rebounding has been very much so a steady thing for him. The assist, I mean, honestly, man, if you're feeling that, the matchup's pretty decent for that. It's decent pace, decent matchup. So I wouldn't fault you there, but he's not consistent. I mean, some of the games, we'll see him kind of dish it out. At best, you're getting 3 assists out of him. Likely, I mean, it's pretty telling his assist prop being at 1.5. Well, not plus money, but, reasonable odds, at least for everything else. Feels like a fair bet, but they're only adding 1 for the RA, so, I mean, 11.5 is definitely not bad. I would get behind that just on value alone, but we do need some minutes out of him. The scoring upside, though, is a little bit more volatile. It's so hard to trust him to get beyond 10 points. I'll play this dude for 10 or more on alts all day. I mean, he's been absolute money for me this season for that. But again, the blowout is scary. So phenomenal scoring upside for these guys today. I think the assist can definitely follow if he's playmaking a little bit more than usual. But yeah, I mean, he's been solid on the glass, so I wouldn't fault you for that, man.
What's his line? What's his RA? Sorry. 11.5?
His rebounds 10.5. His assist 1.5, and then 11.5 for the RA.
I see why he's looking at that. Yeah, I mean, shit. His rebounding's been there. So when you were looking at that before, that last game he played 31. The game before against Toledo, he only played 22 minutes, still got 13 rebounds. But what did they win by 23 points? That's probably why he only played 22 minutes. But he did have 3 fouls. Maybe that was part of it too. But he's getting solid minutes. That's nice to see. But if they blow him out, right? What is it going to be? Low 20s?
Maybe
a little more.
Probably mid 20s, something like that. One of the other obnoxious things that I've noticed about this team is between the blowout situation, there's 2 other players that just come out of left field and really kind of, leech into his production. One of them being Fears. He kind of just gets a bug up his ass where he shoots a little bit more than per usual. And then Cohen Carr, the other shooter on the team, he gets a little bit more active in the blowout situations too. So, and then this guy has been a little bit more recent. Divine. I don't know much about this guy because he just came into the starting lineup, but he's not really shooting a whole lot, so that's kind of cool. But it's hard to take away from the blowout situations here. One game he actually played his normal minutes. He played really, really well, and then we had a blowout, and then he had 4 fouls. So a little bit murky right there as far as what we're expecting out of him. So I mean, we should see the production kind of basically stay the same between Kohler, Carr, Cooper, and then Fears. But man, can the other team keep it close? How close to 30 minutes can we get for him?
So who is he playing for, that Divine guy? Like, why is he playing more? Why did he start starting? Is there injury, or did they just bench somebody?
They just benched somebody.
Ooh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So,
okay.
Nothing really extraordinary as far as that, but I do like Kohler, man. I mean, he's been a solid player this year. He's arguably, he's definitely the best player on Michigan State.
And then Cornell is what? Cornell got, I think I was looking, because I was looking at totals yesterday, and Cornell was scaring me just a little bit with their, I think their pace was up there a little bit. Something about them scared me. So that might help the rebounding, though. I'm not sure about them. I mean, it's hard to keep track of 360 teams. And when they change every year, too. So what do you think? Is that a yay or a nay with the RA?
Yeah, I can get behind it. I think honestly you're just sweating the minutes more than anything.
Oh, I see. Cornell's defense is just tragically terrible.
Yeah.
And they're fast. Okay, that's what it is. They're up tempo. They have no defense. Yeah, Michigan State should score 90 points tonight. So
I mean, I would think so, honestly. I wouldn't be surprised if they're in the solid 80, 85 range.
I don't hate that play, actually. It's pretty low for him. Yeah.
It is. Yeah, and with, that little bit of value we're getting in between the two individual lines, it makes sense.
Yeah, man. Good find. Kyle? He said that's pronounce it Kyle. So there we go. So now I'll say Kyle from now on. So I'll say Kohler and Kyle. I got them both down now. Q Donkey says Phylon assists. That's my go-to E. Phylon assists. I love Phylon assists. I always do, but it's 5.5 today. I still don't hate it.
It is 5.5, yeah.
I don't hate it.
I was looking at this earlier as well. The on paper matchup looked a little bit rougher than per usual. The assist allowed overall for this team isn't like, eye popping or anything like that. But he's been really solid at home. I will say so far this year, taking a look at that in particular, I mean, he's cleared that in all but one game. And Clemson was way more of an outlier because he had to put the dog out there. I mean,
right.
Bro put up 29 points, so he was not passing that ball. But normal game, now we have Aiden Holloway back. He's, back full health and playing like he knows how to play basketball. It's really helped the last couple of games too. We've seen him really steady over the last 4 games now. And even putting up 5 against Arizona is quite impressive. So I think, he's live for 6, almost any given night. I don't think I can stomach 21.5 points. I know Bro's been getting it, but man, 21.5 is pretty high up there for him. But 5.5 assists makes sense. Shop around for it. It looks like BetMGM has it plus money. I love BetMGM, man. I wish I could play on there.
Yeah, they always got good props. And Hard Rock, too. For tackles, they've always had good ones. But what I was going to say is, that alt you just moved to, I'm glad you just did that because, man, I don't really love alt in general, but that 5 assists for him in this kind of matchup feels like he should get there. Do we love it and want to put $1 million on it? No, but I don't mind the alt. 4.5 feels like the sweet spot for him. I mean, he should get 5. Something got to happen wrong for him to not get 5. And what was that? I think that one game was that Clemson. You said was Holiday out that game too or no? I thought there was a reason one time why he had a low assist game. I don't know if it was Holiday.
Yeah.
Okay, because I like when Holloway's out there because he can get a few nice assists to him. He's a good shooter out there for him. Usually helps. Yeah,
that's his conversion rate a lot of the times because he's their primary 3-point shooter. So if he's bagging a couple threes, then 50% of the time it's typically coming from Phylon.
You know what I don't mind too on this, and I know I did it one time. I made it a real play that I really liked, and then he smashed me with 10 assists. But Holloway under assists, I don't mind either.
Yeah, bro,
right?
I nuked that 3.5 assists they put up one time. I think I'll never do that again.
Isn't it 3.5 now, or is it 2.5?
I believe it's 2.5.
Because I was looking at it earlier. I think you can. That's what it was. Maybe I was going to alt it up. You can alt it up, and that's the other thing we can do. We're talking about ways to. Oh, it is 3.5, huh? There you go.
Yeah, odds highly varying across sites, but Yeah, this dude is not about that, man. I mean, this game they had him at 3.5 assists, and I was like, y'all are out of your damn mind.
Yeah, where did that 10 come from? Because that was the day I actually, went out on a limb and said, I'm going to play Holloway's assists. And he got 10, and that scared me forever. But he doesn't get it. He gets lucky assists, it seems. Because I was looking at people talking about, and that's why I like good old Phylon, because he always has the ball. And he has a lot of potentials. He might get 5, 6, but he might have 12, 15 potentials. Holloway, on the other hand, he gets the ball and wants to just shoot. So I don't know how he got that 10. But, I mean.
Let's see if we can find out.
Yeah,
I'm sure he probably had a high steal game, too. I wouldn't be surprised. Oh, no steals, actually.
I don't know what happened that game.
I mean, other than the fact that they blew him out by 32.
They must have just been fucking around and letting him play more point guard or something. I don't know. That game is, I guess, every now and then, probably every pass he made, the dude hit the shot too. It was just one of those games. But, man, 3.5, I don't mind the under 3.5 either.
No, not at all. And like you said, if you can get that 4.5 too, man, I'd feel phenomenal about that.
Mm-hmm.
That game in particular, I mean, Bama just shot the lights out. I mean, Holloway had 10, Phylon had 6, and the backup forward, he also had 6. I mean, they put up 29 total assists, which is pretty insane.
Yeah. Holloway under assists, I don't mind it. The only thing about Alabama is they run so damn fast and score so damn much. You never know.
Yeah, yep. No defense, all pace and offense.
Mm-hmm.
Circling back to Phylon real fast, though, if you are going to play his alt, do not play it on Prizepicks. It's a 2.25 or something terrible. Definitely shop around. Like, I'll play anything minus 220. That's a really easy two-piece right there. So if you get it somewhere else, try and not play it on Prizepicks.
Yeah, that's a pretty good deal. You can put that 220 with some random team total alted way up there and probably get a decent price. I don't hate that either. I don't hate that either. Ways to make money. Like you said before, we don't need them all to be props. If you have books, make money doing other things.
The books are being a little stingy today, too, on these schedules that we have really high projected spreads. They've been waiting a little bit later, like way later in the day for them. Because I was looking for his alt 4+ assists. That's been like an anchor easy play for him most of the season. They didn't have that up at least on FanDuel yet, so maybe it'll pop up later, but we'll keep an eye out for that.
Okay. So we got a few leans, I guess. Now. Kohler RA looks interesting. Phylon assists, interesting. Could alt it down even to feel a little bit better. And Holloway under assists, I don't hate either.
Yeah, I'll throw these up here, or at least keep them in the queue just in case.
Yeah, and we're gonna skip Washington, most likely. Just kind of see what happens. Their lines are a little high, I feel like.
Yeah, I mean, again, if you want to roll the dice on either one of Hannes or Zoom, I get it. It makes sense. Hopefully, Utah can keep the game close. But, yeah, bookies are not slacking on that. They definitely adjusted that stuff accordingly.
The cool thing is Utah will give up points. That is the good thing.
All right, you want to look at this Yaxel? Because I know you were a little bit hesitant on it. But...
A little, but then when I did look at it, I was like, okay, it does kind of make sense.
Yeah, man. I mean, a majority of it really is just coming from, one, that this team has just been playing lights out. I mean, they're beating the shit out of their opponents like it's nothing.
Yeah.
A lot of their more recent games have been basically just all blowouts. I mean, yeah, this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So eight games of blowouts in a row. And I mean, honestly, this one's no different. They're at home too. The pace is a little bit more of a crawl. The defense on paper is actually pretty reasonable. But again, it's still, it's one of the lower tier schools. So you never know with them, especially being a road game for them. They could just not show up. But I mean, Bro has been just honestly hard capped on minutes. I mean, any of these games that aren't even close. I mean, he plays 27 minutes tops. And this one game where, really they didn't need him to stay out there, and he just kind of ended up playing almost the entire game. But they had a week off after that too, so I get it. Coach kind of left all the players out there for that one. But yeah, man, I mean, tough bar for him. 27 PRA is pretty high. The assist and the playmaking has been something kind of, I think, more of an anomaly for him. This dude would never be at 3.5 assists. I mean, maybe last year on a completely different team, but this year, I mean, 3.5 is pretty damn high. And they had Cedu, or whatever that guy's name. He just came back for the team, and he's been really playmaking a lot more too. Elliott.
Oh, I was like, who? We're pronouncing names all funny. Yeah.
yeah, Cedu. C does. C did. But I mean, honestly, dude, it's the scoring. The scoring's just been all over the place for him. I mean, God, this one game alone, he put up 29 points. I mean, 46 PRAs is pretty insane.
Yeah, that was somewhat of a close game, but he was chucking. But the scary part about this one is this team isn't too shitty. What are they favored by? 20 or something like that? I mean, this team is, in comparison to the 23.5. In comparison to the teams they've been playing, though, this team could stick around. I don't know. I remember Coach picking their money line a lot last year. They're not a shitty team. I see Ken Palm has them ranked at 63, so they're not a shit team. And their tempo's up tempo, which is actually no, I'm looking at the wrong thing here. My bad. But yeah, their defense is half decent. And they are 10-2. They don't lose to shit teams. They whoop every shit team's ass. So they're coming in here. Obviously, Michigan's amazing. But, man, I don't know. That is the one scary part. If they stick around and the Axel has to stay out there, we could be curtains. But 27.5 still is kind of high for him. I mean, he has to have a good game to get there.
Yeah, man. I mean, like you mentioned, that part is a tad scary. And the only other big thing that I would be concerned about is it's a pretty great 3-point matchup.
I was just going to say the same. Yep. If he hits those three, yeah, that's it, bro. That's exactly what I was going to say, too. Yep. It's a little scary. I guess it's that kind of day, right? It's like we got to play. If we want to play anything, we just got to play small and play the leans, because there's no out the park plays, it seems, today.
Nah, nothing that feels like a solid lock. But one thing that you could do with him is take two different approaches. So you could take just the whole encompass, the PRA under, and you could run it back with the 3-point over. Now, I know you are not the biggest fan of the 3-point props in general, but if you see all the games where his production happened, the 3, the 4, these were the games that he was the most productive on. So dare I say, I think a solid middle hedge, whatever you want to call it, bet here, taking the 3s over, taking the PRA under.
Yeah, I feel you on that. It's just I guess it would just be hard to figure out where you're going to play that. If you have books, I guess you could do it, but man, it's such a hassle to try to hedge when you need to play 2 picks everywhere you go. So there's that. Hey, Damien's here. Yay! Damien 8438, another one of our CBB regulars. What's up, bro? Happy holidays. He says, "What's good? All the plays I mentioned cash last time."
Hey, hell yeah!
Thank you for Caleb Boards too. Caleb Boards? What was Caleb Boards about? Do you remember?
Yeah, we were talking about our North Carolina boys.
Yeah. That's right.
We were debating on that. And,
I was
going to say real fast. Ironically, both of them ended up hitting both of them. I think Henry had 10, and then Caleb had like 14 boards or something.
Yeah. That's what I was going to say. I remember watching the game and remembering that we were talking about the rebounds. Yeah, they went crazy. They went literally cray. Okay. So, Yaks under PRA lean. No officials today, though, right?
No, we'll probably keep it to more of a lean slate. More later on this week, we will have more projected, like actual teams playing against each other. So looks like some of these guys are just taking the free win here. And with it being the holiday season too, I can't blame them trying to have an easy schedule. But starting in January, again, we'll have a lot more action moving forward.
That's what's up. Drew's a real boy says, roll Tide.
Yes, sir. It was
There
a
you go.
good football week for that.
There
Hey, they call it their basketball team's playing really well too. Let's see what else. Oh yeah, my Pats, my big Patriots.
Oh my gosh.
Secure their division. I was so happy.
Oh my gosh. How do they go from Tom Brady to Drake May? Jeez.
Hey, you better call that man on his cell phone because he is having an MVP season.
I am sad, man. My Dynasty Football League, man. I didn't pick him, and I could have. I passed and picked Penix instead. Fuck my life right now. Oh my gosh. If I had Drake May right... Anyways, that's for a different show. But yes, Alabama's fun. The basketball team's fun too. Even though they don't win every game, they're fun to watch. I used to hate Phylon, but I do now. I like Phylon now. I can't deny it.
They're fun to bet against.
It's mean. Just got some guap. Time to turn it into more guap with these picks. Drew's a real boy says.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. We gotta get the goop. Goop. If you guys know, you know. All right, so oops, got the wrong guy. I wanted to look at this.
I want to look at your sorry, I didn't mean to cut you. Your Sturts under. Let's see what he's doing. At least your thoughts. Your slight lean that we were talking about. He has 9 points, 5 assists in the first half. Watch out. But they are up by 19, so he might not play too much more. But I will say, wasn't that one of the things when I was saying, I forget exactly, but I think he plays so many minutes, it's just scary. That was just the idea with him.
Yeah, I mean, he's on pace for like 16 minutes in the first half, 17 minutes, something like that.
Okay, so that was a good fade. That was a good not play. He looks scary.
Well, the matchup was a little bit more on the favorable side too. You know, the minutes are definitely scary. I mean, the guy just plays the entire game.
Yep. Those are guys you want the overs in the right matchups, but I don't know. I don't know much about him. Anyways, so now Yak starts, and then what else were you talking about? You had another couple unders.
Let's see. It was...
Look at Zoom, 15. I just noticed, sorry. Zoom is 14.5 on Prizepicks. He's 15.5 on Underdog. It's interesting.
Ooh, that's good value.
Yeah.
Good value.
Yeah, that's not bad.
Yeah, one of the other ones was Koapi, the under 14.5. Obviously, he just bumped. Let's see, Sturts. Oh, yeah, we'll look at the two Houston guys here in a second. One of the other ones was Malik Thomas.
Oh, that's right.
Take a
he doesn't
look
start.
on
He's
him.
still coming off the bench, right? He does chuck, but he doesn't have minutes. And they might... Oh, yeah. I want to look at your Arkansas guy, too, your fave. Brazil.
Oh, Trevon.
Yeah. He's the most
Bro's
inconsistent
an
ever. I guess it all depends on the matchup for him. He can smash people, or he can just do nothing.
Yeah, let's look at Malik though, man.
Okay.
I mean, he was definitely a flash in the pan, and we got some really, really good value on him. I mean, it's kind of crazy. He was what, like 10.5 points or 11.5 points or some shit like that when we played him. But the minutes definitely concerning. I mean, yes, I know they played in some blowout games, but they've had quite a few close games. He was very fortunate this game against Louisville that he had 9 free throw attempts. I mean, that's probably going to be a season high for him. Same thing can be said here for the other game against Sam, whoever the hell Sam is, Sam Houston. He also had 6 free throws there. So, I mean, for him, he's typically more of just a 3-point shooter, and that's something that's kind of tapered off a little bit more in these last couple games. I mean, 6-7 attempts, I think, is totally normal for him, but the usage rating has definitely taken a dive since we first started playing him. And between the two other guys, I mean, you have, Trevon, like we'll talk about here in a second, but also Darius Acuff. I mean, bro is on a whole other level.
He's trying to win MVP or something. What is he doing?
Yeah, he's just doing it all for this team, which is crazy too. I mean, dude's been averaging almost 20 points over the last month now, but also his assist. I mean, he was kind of playmaking a little bit at the beginning of the season, but I mean, that's something that's been real steady for the last couple of weeks now. I mean, basically the entire month.
Even his rebounding over there, 3 to 5 every game, 4 to 5.
Yeah.
Jeez.
So he's just doing a whole lot right now for this team, and it's really taken away a lot from him. But you get the same situation for Trevon. I mean, he's coming off of a really bad game, which we expected, and also fair credit, man. I mean, they were giving Houston the business there for a while. They definitely were making them work for this win. But Houston, phenomenal, shutting it down inside the paint. So not really that surprise. Only played 22 minutes as well. And, obviously came back down to earth, but dude hasn't had really 2 back-to-back bad games so far this season, so I'm really curious to see what he's going to do today. But I mean, between these two players, they just really there's not a lot left on the table as far as just overall usage. And for Malik, I think it's live or die by the 3 ball. I mean, if he's not making threes, they really just haven't needed to leave him out there yet. He could burn us with the free throws. Those are really, really random for him. But other than that, I mean, minutes have been down, usage has been down, and he's still a bench player. I mean, at the end of the day, he's still a guy off the bench that could be subject to any kind of game flow. If he's not playing well, coach has been completely happy with leaving him in the mid-20s.
One thing, though, I do want to throw out there because I'm scared of that play. Not that it's not going to hit, but the scary part about it is this team that they're facing is straight garbage. So I'm looking at his games here too, and the scary part to me is that obviously the team's garbage. If they go up 20 to 30 points, he might play more because I'm looking at the blowouts. The shit teams, he's playing more minutes and chucking because he doesn't give a fuck. And 15.5 is right around his normal when he plays in those type of games. I do see that last game you're talking about, though, 15 minutes, but probably because it was Houston and they were just like, man, we gotta do our best here and get our top 5 out there, and he just wasn't the guy that game. But every other game, over 20 minutes, 1 for 7 in that second to last game there where he only had 3 points, 1 for 7 from 3. So I don't know, man. It seems like a get right spot to me, to be honest. So I'm a little scared. He could come out and get 3 points and be shit, but this feels a little scary. At least for me lately, the unders that I've been looking for are guys who don't want to shoot. Or the props are just way too high. So, and the 15.5, it was 14.5, even scarier.
Well,
man, what's up?
Well, he is he's definitely moving to 14.5. Let me say that first, but he's currently still at 15.5. But I think Prizepicks will move first, and then Underdog's going to move right afterwards.
Just to me, it looks a tiny bit trappy because of those last games. But if you look at the last games, they played a lot of good teams lately. And now the coach, and obviously he's a freshman. They're gonna try to get him going. I think they're gonna make it a point to try to get him to get back in there on the scoring side of things. Yeah. Scaring me.
Excuse me.
Little scary.
I mean, this could definitely be a bounce back spot for him. I wouldn't fault you for being a little bit nervous there too. But hey, Big Trevon and Acuff come out with their normal A game. He might just not have much to do, honestly. And plus his team, dude. I mean, if you look at this team, it is crazy how much depth they have. I mean, even their bench players. I mean, we're talking about Malik Ewan. He was a stud last year. Billy Richmond, really solid player. In close games, you can see here they run a really, really tight rotation. So that is something to think about. But the more blowout games, coach kind of opens up that second unit a lot more too. So a few things to think about there. I wouldn't fault you for just fading it outright, but this would be another one. We'll go back at the end of the day and see what's up.
Yeah, I feel you. If you can get 15, if the 15.5 is what you got to play with, I definitely lean under, but I wouldn't be surprised if he broke your heart.
Yeah.
So
Wouldn't be surprised.
yeah, it's one of those ones. But I woke up late today. I gotta look through here before these games start and find a few. I'm sure there's a few in there. But it's one of those days. It's harder to deal with. You gotta just look through every player and see how they play in their matchups today, in their blowout matchups, basically. Because usually we can find unders in these type of days. So
Yeah, honestly. And another potential under. So the two guys for Houston, Kingston Flemings, he is at 16.5 or was 16.5 points on most sites. But Emmanuel Sharp, he's at 18.5 points on FanDuel, unless they changed it. But at least he was right before we hopped on. 18.5 is pretty high on up there. I mean, I know bro's ripping from three and yada yada, but still. The games where they've actually come out and done their thing and it's not even a close game, coach is completely fine with just benching some of these guys early. We've seen them sit them early in the first half too, and then down the stretch, I mean, somewhere around the 8-minute marker left in the game, I mean, he's pretty much benching these guys out. So it is scary because, yes, I know Sharp in particular a little bit more scary because this dude is just all about the threes. He's hitting at least 2 to 3 threes every single game so far this season. But the minutes, I do like the minutes, man. He's one of those volatile players who, you know, he could play 19 minutes. He can go out and play 25 minutes and still put up 23 points. But a real decent shot if they're up by quite a bit. I mean, this guy's going to play mid-20s at best. And, you know, it's I think, worth a roll of the dice, especially for the 18.5 points.
yeah, I feel you on that one. And him being the 3-point guy is kind of a plus in this game. It looks like the matchup looks like who is it again? Middle Tennessee. It just looks like they first of all, they're slow as fuck, and they're decent against threes. So,
yeah, they're really good against threes, apparently.
yeah, and they're slow. So I mean that helps. Houston, we already know Houston, how they're going to play defense and care about that more than anything. I like that one, but I will say I think I like that one better than the others. Feels like there's more spots for him, more ways for him to stay under 18.5 especially. So
oh man, they already moved Flemings down to 15.5. Damn.
yeah, what's up with Flemings though? He shoots even less, huh?
He shoots even less, but he's been really, really efficient. So I don't know if I want to mess with that, honestly. Now that they bumped it, I'll probably just leave it alone, honestly. But yeah, Sharp really stood out for
Sharp's
me,
the
though,
one.
because
Sharp's the one, bro. I think Sharp. That's a sharp call on Sharp. That one does make sense.
Yeah.
That's got to be
like
my
that.
favorite. Yeah, 18.5 though would be really nice. Maybe we can alt him up a little bit and do one of those type of plays on a hot streak or something, or even on Underdog. Actually, you know what? That might be the one, bro. To alt up on Underdog and use the little bonus today. We can alt him up. Oh, Underdog has him at 18.5. There we go. Even better.
do they?
Yeah,
Nice,
and you can
okay.
alt him up to 24.5. That's almost free.
Oh, that's super high. Damn.
I mean,
I
let's
was trying
see.
to look real fast and see if he moved on FanDuel as well or not.
Well, shit, 18.5 on Underdog's looking decent.
Oh yeah, FanDuel moved both of these guys. Okay.
So Underdog hasn't moved it yet. That's the only one.
Apparently not. No.
He had 22 against Arkansas. He had 23 against Jackson State, which is straight trash. And then he had 27 against Florida State. So
Who are also ass.
they are, but they're not as ass. And then he had 26 against Syracuse, 24 against Lehigh in game 1. So he's probably just chucking, just having fun. First game of the season. Man, he doesn't get to 19 unless it's a game where they need him to shoot. I think this is a good spot for that under, bro.
Yeah, coming off of a good game too.
Yeah, this is. I don't think this is the spot they need him to shoot. They should be up 20. He should lose a few minutes at the end of the game. Everything's risky today, but if I had to pick one, him under 18.5 and then alting him up on Underdog using that boost today, I think I might have to do that. 25 points is a lot for him. He's only got
Yeah, it is.
there 2 times, Syracuse and Florida State. They shouldn't need him to do that against the slowest team in the world, too. He needs 25. We're going to have to do that on Underdog.
I'm with it. I
Cool.
like it.
Let's use that for our boost today. We'll put him up at that, and might be a few tackle plays I could throw on there, too. We shall see.
Sweet.
We shall see. Okay, cool. That's a nice one. Nice find on that one there, guy.
Oh yeah, I forgot today is Monday. Do we have any pre-game looks already for tackle stuff?
I haven't even looked. Yesterday they had I thought most of up that we're gonna get, so it wasn't anything really standing out. These teams are weird. The Rams, for some reason, have been a lot better at giving up tackles lately to linebackers, and earlier in the season they were easy to see that they were going to give up less tackles, so I have to dig into that a little more. Atlanta's linebackers are usually just boring and inconsistent, so it's hard to play with them. Usually on Monday nights they add more later, so hopefully I can look through again and find a few things. We'll see. But sharp under 24.5. Yes.
Sweet. Oh, looking at a little assist prop against Alabama. I see this Nick Townsend guy was kind of a late ad. Let's see what's up with him.
Oh yeah, I saw him too. I was like, why are they? Oh yeah, Alabama.
He's a forward. I don't know how I feel about that. All right, well, plays a lot of minutes. He's an RA getter, shooter. Did we get any other props for this guy? Some PRA, some RA. Ooh, they're taxing that.
So he's basically Yale's guy, huh?
Yeah, he's one of their main guys here. I mean, he's a fantasy getter. Damn, I mean, dude's averaging like 30 a game.
There's only one player they give us props for.
Yeah, which never makes me feel good about it.
Right.
Yeah, I mean, man, that 3.5 assists though is quite a look. I mean, he's only missed that twice this year.
Yeah. What's Alabama gonna do? I know they give up points.
I mean, run and gun.
Yeah. Do you think that they're gonna be shitty enough for him to be able to get his normal assist, though, is the question. Because although they do run, their defense isn't super shit. I mean, they're just so fast they allow all those points. I'm wondering, though, if they can stop assist getters like him. Is he their main guy passing? Old Townsend?
Let's take a peek.
He is. I'm looking at it now. Okay. 27% assist rate. Not too bad. It's interesting he is the forward, huh?
Yeah.
He's forward. Actually, it says power forward. Center, almost, it says. He's 6'7", and he plays power forward center. That's how shitty Yale is, I guess.
Well, they run with a fairly sizable front court. I mean, it's him, and then they have this other guy, Sampson. He's 6'10", and then I'm assuming this is their small forward, this Isaac guy. He's only 6'6".
Yale's been beating ass. They only have one loss on the season.
Yeah. I was gonna say, and maybe that's kind of a credit due or credit out with the 16.5 point spread for Alabama is fairly reasonable, but 11-1, this team kind of knows how to play ball, and you couldn't ask for a better matchup. This could be something kind of similar to, I think the surprise of even just looking at Yaxel, him being able to clear that 3.5 assist line as well. But we know Bigs versus Bama has been a thing for a while as well, and Bama giving up so many points, just not playing any defense, can be really, really huge. So, one, can the game stay close enough and Bro get his minutes, or at least closer to 30 minutes a game? But, I mean, even last game, last game was really close, but the game before that, I mean, they lost by 14, still played 36 minutes. lost by 18, played 30 minutes. So, I mean, it looks like unless they just absolutely get shellacked or they win by 30, I mean, guys been pretty well locked in for 30 minutes every game.
They only have one loss, right, on the whole season?
Yeah,
Which
yeah,
game?
surprisingly.
Which game did they lose there? Right there, 33 minutes.
Uri, Rhode Island?
Rhode Island.
Somehow.
Yeah. Well, I was looking at that when you were saying 3.5 assists. I was like, oh, can we alt it down to 2.5? But we can, but the odds are so bad. I was thinking maybe if they gave us decent odds on him, we could alt Phylon down to 4.5 and alt him down to 2.5 and have a little play. But yeah, they already have juice on his over 3.5. So when you drop it to 2.5, it looks real bad. Unfortunately.
Yeah.
Yeah. So you gotta pray if you're taking his 3.5.
Yeah, and I mean, 17.5 points is a little rich for my blood. I mean, he was getting it at the beginning of the season, but you see when they start playing a few more real teams here, it's kind of suspects.
Yeah, no, hell no. But then again, it is Alabama. You can't go under either.
Right.
Yeah. Okay.
And then looking back to last year too, I mean, his numbers are very, very similar. He averaged 15, 7, and 3.5 assists per game. So he's been a playmaker. I mean, looking at last year, he only missed it for probably just shy of 50% of the season. Yeah, 12 out of the 30-something games. So a little over 50% from last year. And then this year he's taken a little bit more of a step forward. And obviously if they're winning games, that means teammates around him are also playing pretty reasonable.
Okay.
Just something that kind of, popped out. I like taking some metrics like that against Alabama because they just don't play defense, man. It's run and gun the whole way.
Yeah, definitely. He's definitely going to have opportunity. It's just about how good his other guys are. They're going to be able to score when he passes it to him. So
it is on Underdog. Pretty, the odds could be better. 174 is kind of terrible, but Fliff minus 150, not bad. And then Hard Rock MGM, pretty standard.
Woo! Are you doing it?
I might throw a little something on that. I wish I could straight bet it, but if I have to on Fliff, I don't know.
Well, you have 3 more days to bet on Fliff. Oh no, you get Fliff the normal where you're at. Never mind. California has 3 days to bet on Fliff like that. I'm wondering how it's going to be. I wonder if they're going to give us like an option to play, the second play just be basically a under double type play and it'll be easy. And then you can basically make it a straight bet. I don't know. What were you looking at?
No, the double thing. Man, God, I miss those days.
Yeah. I know. Even Hot Streak took all the good ones away. You have to play like one that might get there. They're getting smart. They're trying to get us. But new things always come up. We just always look for those new advantages. I was looking at Acuff over here again. Damn, he scored. He's been on such a heater. I wanted to go under because I didn't realize his points are at 20.5. That's so high, but man, he is chucking.
Yeah, he's about that business.
Yeah, probably just leave him alone. Okay, so Sharp 24.5 under. Definite nice alt. Phylon over 4.5. Decent alt assists. And Kyle brought up Kohler RA. That doesn't look bad either.
Yep. I like it.
Nice.
Again, just be smart with the money today. Don't try not to donate as best you can. We're not gambling here. We're trying to make the most educated guesses that we can. So if that means thinking outside the box a little bit. The team total, I assume they stayed under.
Oh yeah. They were under by 20. Yeah, they were under by 20. So that was cool.
Nice.
Yeah.
Well, let me look at one last thing before we get out of here.
I was gonna say, what's up with Cade Tyson as well? Does he look? What is he all about? Because I haven't looked deep into him, except for that one time we went under. I hate him so much, and the team he's playing against is so fucking bad. Like it looks like the worst defensive team in college basketball, And you know how Cade Bunk Tyson wants to just shoot every time when he's playing a team like this. So I don't know. I usually don't like 20.5 points, obviously, but look at this team he's playing against. Holy shit.
And they're at home too, right?
Barely Dickinson. They got their defense ranked dead last, 360. And they got their
Oh, really?
Yes. And their 3-point percentage they're giving up is way up there. And their 2-point. Like, they're getting killed by everyone. But the thing is, Minnesota's not that great. So they could stick around, and you know how Tyson is. He could play 40 minutes still. So I don't know, man. I don't want to take it, but I would not be surprised if he scored over 20.5 today, too.
Yeah, man, I really wish he was at 19.5. And of course he is on Hard Rock.
I know.
Of course.
Hard Rock's the best.
And I don't think FanDuel offered any props for this game either, so that's kind of unfortunate. That would have been nice to take us 20 or more. But dude's just playing every bit of this game that he possibly can, even in not even competitive games. I mean, Purdue, he played all but 1 minute, and they got blown out by 30.
Yeah,
30.
That looks even better now that you say that. Campbell was his last game, 37 minutes. They won by 30 points. He just stayed in. It doesn't matter. It does not matter. He's playing 37 minutes minimum, unless he gets injured.
Yep. So
chucking threes, chucking anything. He doesn't care. Give me the ball.
I will say that the threes looked really, really good the last 2 games, but he definitely hit a real bad dry spell where Bro could not even make 2 of them for a hot minute there.
But if you look at his game log where those plays are, those are against the good teams. See, he's so bad against good teams, and he just shoots. Man, this is one of those ones. We went under. Who did he go against that day we went under? Was it Purdue? No, it was Indiana. Remember he stayed under for us?
Oh, yeah.
He played 40 minutes. Still stayed under.
Yeah, and he missed from free throws at the end of the game, too. I remember that.
Yeah. But, man, this one, shoot, I might go out on a limb here and put money on this, terrible as it sounds. I'm thinking he's really going to chuck today. And this team, when I see the ratings of this team they're going against, holy moly. I mean,
yeah, they are pretty bad.
Like who does Minnesota have that scores? They're just gonna give it to him. Shoot, bro.
Tyson. Yeah, Tyson.
Shoot, bro. 21 points. Shoot, bro. You know, we could even alt this one down a little bit. This might be that one where we could feel pretty secure with a 17.5 alt. I mean, really, the straight play would probably work too. I don't know. I hate him, but it's one of those ones. I just got that feeling. He's just
now. I will say I did notice this a few games ago. They had a slight personnel change. I know we remember Bobby Durkin from last year. He was on Davidson. He did more recently move into the starters, so that is a little something to think about. But, I mean, majority-wise, it's K. Tyson, and then it was Jalen Crocker Johnson. He's been a really, really solid player for them this year as well. I think he's their center power forward. Not a high-volume guy, but very efficient shooter, decent usage rating. My only concern would literally just be, does Bobby Durkin kind of take away from any of that? Because he is a three-point shooter as well. But other than that, I mean, it's just pass the ball to Cade.
I just saw something you're gonna like. We're gonna have to do it, bro. We're gonna have to just put money on shitty Cade today. Because look at this. I'm looking at his now. When I look at game logs on Ken Palm, the reason why I like it better is because they have a little number by each team of what they're ranked, and then they have another little letter by if they're in the top 25, and then they have another letter if they're between top 25 and top 50. So you can easily scan through and see really quick. So on Cade Tyson's game log here, every single game he's played against a team that is below a top 50 team, he scored over 20.5. Every single game. So, I mean, hey. Because look, when he didn't, games he didn't, Purdue, Indiana, Stanford. Now, I'm wrong, actually. San Francisco he had 14 points. But they're not the team that they're playing today, right? And then Missouri's the other one. Every other game he's had over 20.5 points. So, I mean, to me, that's telling me make that bet.
All right, let's do it then. Book it.
Book it!
It is Underdog, Hard Rock, of course, and on Fliff. Hey, that Fliff might not be bad. Just not have to deal with pairing something. Just throw it in for a straight bet.
Yeah. Why not? I mean, I hate the guy, and he could, make me look foolish, but shit, bro, I think he's 7 for 7 against shit teams like this. So why not?
Yeah, a little half unit play at least.
Mm-hmm. And also we could alt him down and play him with something else as well. Could alt him down and play him with that Phylon, or we could alt him down for the underdog boost or something. Definitely ways to use him. Pause. But yeah.
Did they give us an alt for Jackson Kohler's RA, or do they not normally do that?
They don't usually let you alt RAs.
Okay.
I don't think. I know you can on good old Hot Streak though.
Yes, you can.
Yeah.
I love Hot Streak.
Yeah, you can do that. The only thing about Hot Streak that kind of sucks is sometimes the odds are just a little bit shit. So, yeah, you can't alt on Underdog. But if you go to Hot Streak, man, you should pull Hot Streak up one of these days when we're on stream. We could build little alt plays like that because, like you said, if you want to put, and they got Sharp on there too, obviously better odds than Underdog. So you could put Sharp up to 24.5. You could put Kohler, over 9.5 probably RA, and then you could put Tyson at 14.5 points, even 16.5 points even.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah,
might
that
be
would
decent.
work.
Yeah.
Oh man, God, I gotta get Hard Rock. Even this is insane. He's minus 350 for 15 or more.
Yeah,
like, holy shit.
Yeah, he's getting that. He's getting that. What's that game there with 14? Who is that against? Is that the San Francisco game? It is.
Yeah.
He just had an off game. Let's look at that. Did he get in foul trouble? What happened in that game? No, 39 minutes. He just didn't shoot in that game as much. They probably knew. They came in there like, we're stopping this guy. But the team they're playing today, bro, I don't think they can stop anybody.
Makes sense.
Yeah.
But hey, on a smaller slate, we got to try and scrape together some value. So this could just be one of those, you think it might be too high, but it's really not high enough.
Maybe not, bro. I don't know. Just looking through his stats here more, and the defense on the other side is crazy. Like it looks bad. We got to look through that too. I guess we could look through who the other team played against and who they gave up points to, really dig in a little deeper. But on the surface, boy, it looks nice, I must say. Fairleigh Dickinson.
Yep, and they're giving up a ton of free throws too, so that's really where he can do the most damage.
Yeah.
I like it.
Yeah.
I like it.
And like we said, man, even if they win by 30, he's playing 37 minutes. Doesn't matter.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter.
For whatever reason, coach is
Yeah.
like, just have a ball.
Yeah. I like it. Cool. We got one. We're going to tell coach. He's going to be like, why are you guys playing Bunk K. Tyson? We're going to be like, come on, coach, do it. We'll see if he rides with us.
I'm with it.
All right, cool.
All right, man. Well, I think on that note, we are probably going to skedaddle. Looks like we ran over a little bit, but hey, it's our first week really getting back into everything, so we're having fun with it.
Yeah, and
you got anything else for us?
No, I was just going to say, like we were talking earlier, sometimes when there's not really, plays we love, it's hard to stream if we don't really, can be like, hey, we like this for this reason, etc. But we get on here and kind of go over it with people, and they throw in some ideas, and look, we found this. We wouldn't have found this, if we wouldn't have gone over it. So it's cool to do this kind of stuff live, I think, especially in college basketball when you don't have plays you already love, or we don't have enough props. We can work together like this. So I'm happy with that. I like it.
Hell yeah. Well, we're going to try and have a great night. We got football rolling in later, and then a ton of stuff for college basketball. Looks like they're already putting up stuff for tomorrow as well, so I like to see that. And
Nice.
we'll keep an eye out for the board to fill up. was wondering why I couldn't find Northwestern. I was like, oh, they don't play today. That would be why.
Right. And the under team totals. I'm gonna go dive into those a little bit more too. We'll have some more options to look around at stuff, and then and NFL tonight game. We'll see. I'll probably scrape something up. Definitely find something live, and you know how that's been, bro. That's cake.
Ooh.
That's
Cake.
That's straight money.
Yeah, and this, you can have your cake and eat it too for this.
Yeah. Come on to the Discord, guys. If you're not in the Discord, you should join. You can even do a little 7 days free to check it out, and it'll be perfect timing. Really, we got one football game tonight, and then we'll have all the football next week. Live plays always working, always easy. Like, I mean, come on, bro. This is stupid. It's just too easy. Drew's a real boy says, let's ride. We gonna ride out of here, E?
We gonna ride out into the sunset and straight to the cash counter.
For real. Okay, cool.
All right, y'all. Well, as always, appreciate you guys hanging out with us. If you haven't already, make sure to hit that like button down below, turn those noties on, be a part of the Discord, and we are gonna hopefully win some money tonight, man. That's the plan. That's the plan every day as it is. But
We are.
Thank you. Glad to be back. Glad to be hopefully in the full swing of things here soon. But we digress. We're digressing.
Digress on. We're back tomorrow though. We'll try to be back
Yes,
every
sir.
day starting now. That's what's up.
Yep, we'll be back every day except for New Year's. We'll take that day off.
Right.
That is Thursday. Yeah, Thursday. All right. Well, good luck tonight, fam. We'll catch y'all in Discord, and we'll see you back here tomorrow. Peace.